Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is another beautiful day in the Bahamas. And we are on day number 5. And we are so excited to tour the downtown area of Nassau. So today we have booked the historical walking tour. It lasts about 3 hours. We booked it super early in the morning in hopes of avoiding the extreme heat of the day because it gets hot, hot, hot here, as I have been saying. So we are getting ready to embark on that historical walking tour. And the highlight of the tour for me is the Queen's Staircase. Hopefully we'll get back to the fish fry today too. Stay tuned.
So we were so-called discovered in 1492 by Christopher Columbus. But when he came in, there were some Taino people here called the Arawak or the Bahamian Indians. Now he wanted to lay claim. The rum cake is basically like a pound cake, and they add rum in the batter. But by the time, one of you guys want to try the coconut, right? Okay.
Tastes like pound cake. Okay. What?
And it's not from what I hear, it's not as sweet. A lot of the tourists say it's not as sweet. So if
That's
it's
good
something
though.
like, you know,
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
it's like
Thing.
a sour cream.
You like it? Tastes good? You like it? Good.
area. So this is all called Old Town. So a lot of these look like houses, but none of them are houses. They're all buildings, all commercial. All their lives. They have no idea that tamarins grow on trees. I was like, that was hell. I love to find the little idiosyncrasies about people. No, there's a tree.
Yeah, avocado tree. Look at that. I've seen avocados that look like that, but I never really considered
Yeah, so
them.
these ones, they don't turn that dark. K-E-E, so if you have any Jamaican friends,
Yeah.
you've heard them eating ackee and salt,
And they're so
ackee and codfish.
expensive. Yeah.
Yes, because it's, I guess probably because it's so poisonous, they have commercialized. You can get them in the cans in the international market, but secondary title was Viscount Fincastle. Of course. Everything is by slave power.
Yeah, they're so talented.
The cannons are all replicas though, not real. here and use this channel to go straight out to the harbor. That was the plan. They never used it, but that was the plan. It's said to be hand carved, literally chiseled, hand carved by about 600 slaves. And it's named the Queen's Staircase because it's named after Queen Victoria because of slavery.
Queen's Staircase in Nassau, Bahamas is a popular attraction with a fascinating backstory. It was originally constructed between 1793 and 1794 by around 600 slaves who were owned by loyalist John Murray to provide access to Fort Fincastle, which was built on Bennett's Hill to protect the island from invaders. The staircase was initially known as the 66 Steps, since it has exactly that, 66 steps. However, its name changed in 1927 when it was named in honor of Queen Victoria because she played a pivotal role in abolishing slavery in the British colonies in 1834. Decades after the staircase was built, it's worth noting that the Queen did not physically visit the Bahamas and didn't have a direct connection to the staircase. Despite being over 2 centuries old, the staircase is still in excellent condition, with many visitors marveling at its impressive hand-carved stone steps. The staircase sits in between brick walls that are 7 feet thick, with intricate designs gracing the walls next to the fluted staircase. The Queen's Staircase is an architectural and cultural marvel commemorating Bahamas' unique relationship with the British monarchy.
It's because of the limestone, so the limestone holds onto a lot of water.
Oh,
So it's very porous and it's very crumbly, but also very strong because we use it a lot in our building material.
right.
So it's very contradictory.
Wow.
And the trees and all, that's why all the trees, they love it. They just attach to whatever and keep growing. And then so this canopy, so no matter how hot the sun gets, it doesn't stay like this cool, but
Right.
a little bit warmer, but it always has a nice breeze and it's relaxing.
Yeah, it's really nice. Gregory's Arch is a landmark located in Nassau, Bahamas that holds a significant historical and cultural significance to the island. The arch was named after one of the first black Bahamian lawyers, James S. Gregory. The history of the arch dates back to 18th century when the island of Nassau was divided into 2 distinct parts, the city center and over the hill. This division was characterized by social and economic disparities, with wealthier, mainly white residents living in the city center and the poorer, primarily black residents living on the other side of the hill. The phrase over the hill is still used today to refer to this area. During this time, the only way to access over the hill was through a small gate that was locked at night. This restricted access was a clear sign of racial segregation, as black people were not allowed in the city after a certain time of day. In response to this segregation, James Gregory financed the construction of the arch, a large bridge-like structure that provided a permanent passageway over the hill, allowing access to over the hill without restriction. Today, Gregory's Arch serves as an important symbol of Bahamian unity and cultural heritage. It stands as a testament to the country's history of segregation and the fight for freedom and equality. The neighborhood on the other side of the arch is still primarily a black area, and many visitors come to explore and learn more about its history. The arch itself has become a popular tourist attraction in Nassau, and it's also a great place to take photographs. Its significance will always be a reminder of the progress made and the struggles overcome to create the inclusive and diverse society that exists in the Bahamas today. Okay, so in this video, I'm standing on the wealthier side of Gregory's Arch. You see it there in the distance. That pink house is called the Balcony House Museum. The Balcony House is the oldest building in Nassau, and I have a detailed historical tour of that on tomorrow's video, day 6. As you can see, this wealthier side where Africans came to work has pretty colorful buildings, and it's a very upscale neighborhood. At the end of the day, they were required to return back to the Overhill neighborhood, the section beyond the arch, which was designated specifically for people of color.
none of like governmental buildings on our island. So you would come to Nassau to get all of our paperwork done. So this is where you would kind of stay at the town hotel, and it's owned right now by a couple from Canada.
Christ Church Cathedral is a prominent Anglican church located in the heart of Nassau, Bahamas. It has a rich history dating back to the late 17th century when it was established as one of the first Anglican parishes in the Bahamas. Its first church building was erected in 1670 on the same site where the cathedral now stands. In 1722, the original structure was destroyed by a hurricane, and it was only rebuilt 20 years later. In 1861, the cathedral was reconstructed in its current form, which was a beautiful blend of British colonial and Gothic architecture. In 1929, a new pipe organ was installed, and in 1939, the cathedral was designated as a pro-cathedral, which meant that it was the temporary seat of the Bishop of the Diocese of the Bahamas. One of the most significant events in the cathedral's history occurred in 1965 when it was designated as a royal peculiar. This means that it is directly under the jurisdiction of the monarch rather than a bishop, which is a rare and prestigious designation. As a result, the cathedral has become a popular tourist attraction, drawing visitors from around the world. The cathedral is famous for its stunning stained glass windows, beautiful pipe organ, and intricate stone carvings. Perhaps the most recognizable feature of the cathedral is the royal pew, which was reserved for members of the royal family when they visited the Bahamas. Some notable figures who have sat in the pew include Queen Elizabeth II, Prince Philip, and Prince Charles. Some notable figures who have sat in the pew include Queen Elizabeth II, Prince Philip, and the current King Charles. Today, the cathedral is one of the most important landmarks in Nassau, attracting visitors from around the globe who come to marvel at its beauty and learn about its rich history. Graycliff has a long history that dates back to the 18th century when it was built as the private mansion of Captain John Howard Graysmith, a wealthy pirate-turned-merchant. The mansion stayed in the Gray family for several generations until it was eventually converted into a hotel and restaurant in the early 20th century. In the 1920s, Lord Dudley and the Duke of Windsor stayed at Graycliff and fell in love with the property. He later built a vacation home just down the street, which is now known as the Government House. Graycliff became a popular destination for other prominent figures during this time, including Sir Winston Churchill, the Beatles, and the Duke and Duchess of Windsor. Over time, the hotel changed hands several times with various owners making improvements and additions to the property. In the late 1990s, Enrico and Anna Maria Garzola purchased Graycliff and began a major restoration project that aimed to restore the property to its former glory. The Gazzarolis spared no expense in their restoration efforts, sourcing materials and craftsmen from around the world to ensure that the hotel maintained its historic charm. They also expanded the property to include additional guest rooms, a cigar factory, and a chocolate factory. Today, Graycliff is a world-renowned luxury hotel and restaurant that serves as a true oasis in the heart of downtown Nassau. The hotel offers guests a glimpse into the rich history of the Bahamas and provides a living tribute to the island's unique culture and heritage. This is nice.
This is more the hand-painted tile. I had a guest from the Netherlands, and he says this looks like this is from Tuscany. So maybe the Italian family here is from Tuscany.
The Graycliff Chocolatier offers tours and workshops and of course free samples. Here you can make your own chocolate and also marvel at the wonderfully decorated hand-painted chocolates in a case. This makes a great gift for someone who loves chocolate and art.
Okay, so this arch right here, remember the church we went to? The very, very first one before the Spanish came and destroyed everything. This was where it stood.
Oh
So
wow!
this arch is
It's like what's left of it,
the
yeah.
very, very first Anglican church. And the guy the Captain John Graysmith, he was the one that built it.
Okay.
Oh, and also another fun fact for Graysmith, his ship was called Grey Wolf, and he named his house Graycliff, so he kept it Grey in the whole family.
Okay.
So yeah, you.
She's just dancing.
Yeah, it's jumping new. A whole vibe, y'all. Arawak Key Fish Fry, also known simply as the Fish Fry, is a beloved cultural experience in Nassau, Bahamas. It is a community gathering place where locals and visitors alike can enjoy fresh seafood and traditional Bahamian music and dance performances. The history of the fish fry dates back to the 1950s when Bahamians in Nassau started to fish and sell their daily catch to local restaurants. The demand for fresh fish grew quickly, and soon the area around Arawak Key became the center of Nassau's fishing industry. Over time, locals began to gather at the fishing shacks on the beach to cook and eat their freshly caught fish, thus creating a popular community dining experience. In the 1990s, the Bahamian government recognized the popularity of the fish fry and began to support and promote it as a cultural tourism experience. Today, Arawak Key Fish Fry is a vibrant outdoor market of food stalls and restaurants that offer a wide variety of traditional Bahamian dishes, including conch fritters, fried fish, and crab and rice. Visitors can also enjoy live music and dance performances and browse crafts and souvenirs sold by local vendors. The fish fry has become a significant cultural and economical tourism center in Nassau, attracting visitors from all over the world. It is a place where locals and visitors can gather and celebrate Bahamian food, music, and culture while enjoying the warm Caribbean breeze and beautiful ocean views.